Young Bong Professional Sumo Controversies. Ohio. Time for video number 4. And this one is about professional sumo controversies. There are a lot of controversies with sumo nowadays in the 2010s and on. Sumo used to be squeaky clean, but now there's a lot of mistake. Here now are some of the controversies. The first main point is match fixing. Due to the hierarchy structure of sumo, top-ranked wrestlers have great advantages in salary and status over the lower. Speculation about match fixing has surfaced over the years. Japan Sumo Association said, no way, there's no freaking way. That's what happened. But in 2011, it came to light. Cell phone messages indicating that a number of matches have been fixed. And they said 14 wrestlers and a few stable matches were involved. And several wrestlers actually admitted to it. So as a consequence to the match fixing, the board of directors of the Sumo Association decided to cancel the March 2011 Osaka tournament. So that if you're wondering why there's 5 bachelor in 2011, it's because of the match fixing scandal. And the last time a professional sumo tournament was not held before 2011, at least one, was 1946, and that was after World War II. Anyway, all the wrestlers judged to be involved were forced to retire, such as Kyo Seiyumi. And the investigative panel in May 2011 says it's widespread. It would be difficult to discover the full extent. One wrestler, Soku Kurai, denied any involvement, and he was even reinstated to the top division in 2013. Never heard of him. So yeah, pretty much with the match fixing, the main problem with match fixing, or am I saying max, is that most sumo wrestlers, when they're 7-7, have to win to get kashikoshe, which means they stay where they are at least, at worst, or jump up in promotion. And those at 7 and 8 have to drop down, be demoted with makikoshe. So basically, that's a big problem. Let's see, another one. Here we go. There was also another big issue with sumo wrestling back in 2010-2011, and that was gambling in the Yakuza. The Sumo Association decided to dismiss Oseki Kotomisuki and the stable master Otake, who used to be Takatoriki. I think he wrestled in the 90s. For betting on baseball games in a gambling ring run by the Yakuza. Of course, you can't gamble on any sport, even your own, of course. It's like Pete Rose all over again in Japan. At the same time, 2 stable masters were demoted and 18 wrestlers were banned from the 2010 July tournament. Of course, with sumo, it's just like baseball. You can't gamble on your own sport and you can't gamble on other sports. I don't know why like with Pete Rose, I don't know why they're putting him, banning him in the Hall of Fame. And you have drug users like Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds who have all these records. Pete Rose didn't use drugs to get the records. He used his own baseball mallet. I don't know why. Anyways, it's 2 months before the announcement, Japan's Yakuza group, Yamaguchi Gumi, bought 50 prize seats so that gangsters were visible during the national broadcast of the match. Jeez. According to people, this was an endeavor to cheer up an incarcerated boss. Well, he's in jail. Although there have been ties between sumo and Yakuza, the sport suffered from waning public interest and sponsorship during the economic recession. I didn't know Japan went through a recession. I guess it was 2008, which may have contributed to closer ties to the underworld for financial support. Yeah, that worldwide crash in 2008 affected everyone. Detroit has gone bankrupt. U.S. hasn't fully gone back to the way it was pre-2008. Canada has been doing pretty well. Yeah, and also waning public interest because American sports like baseball, even American football, well, and soccer, aka association football, have come to light. Japan's even got a good rugby team. It's pretty amazing. Another well-known thing is hazing. It says it's been well known and accepted for many years that stables engage in hazing, a physical punishment of young disciplines to toughen them up. And stable masters have been proud to show to the media how they use a shinai to beat those who make mistakes. And now their rikishi are put in charge of bullying younger ones to keep them in line by making them hold heavy objects for long periods of time. However, it was criticized in 2007 when a trainee by the name of Takashi Sato died after a bullying incident involving Junichi Yamamoto, a stable master, hitting him in the head with a large beer bottle. And then the rikishi were ordered to physically abuse him further. The ex-stable master and 3 other wrestlers were arrested, and the Prime Minister demanded Sumo Association take steps to ensure that this never happens again. And in 2009, Yamamoto got a 6-year jail sentence. He should be out in May. And lastly, women in sumo. Sumo was notable for its exclusion of women from competition and even ceremonies. Women are not allowed to enter or even touch the doyo, or the ring, as this is traditionally seen as a violation of purity of the doyo. The female governor of Osaka from 2000 to 2008 was required to, when called upon to present the governor's prize, aka the cup, to the champion of the Osaka tournament, was required to do so on the walkway beside the ring, or send a male in her place. She tried to challenge the policy of the Sumo Association because she was the governor, and then she stepped down from office after many things. Yeah, that's the biggest problem with sumo wrestling with women. I mean, being so exclusive of women. Jeez. Women have been very progressive in many sports. The few of those who criticize this men-only policy say that it's discriminatory and oppressive. Of course. In general, women in the sumo world are supposed to be supportive wives of rikishi or sumo or wrestlers. And in the case that their husband becomes a stable master, she has to be a surrogate mother for all the disciplines. The view of the Sumo Association is very much traditional and maintained throughout the centuries. So it would be a dishonor to all of their ancestors to change it. Japan's very full of culture and all that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but still, you gotta have women in sumo. And, of course, this was never always the case. Starting as early as the 18th century, a form of female sumo was performed in parts of Japan. It was a spectacle often associated with brothels, they said. In later years, there are limited tours of female sumo that lasted for a time. It's not authentic and cannot take place beyond the amateur settings. I know some sumo. There was this main sumo wrestler on Women of Ninja Warrior. I don't know. I know there's a different name. I know Sasuke is what they call a Ninja Warrior, but like female Sasuke. And she didn't do so well. So yeah, women have as much a chance to be in the professional sumo world than men, as men. I mean, I'm not discriminatory or anything. So anyway, that's it for this video. Coming up is sumo record holder. Top 10 sumo record holders. Top 10 sumos with 10 plus top rank, top division championships or Basho championships since 1910. And of course my top 10 sumos of all time that I love dearly. And many more links and all that to be posted. So sayonara for now.